coming to Holy Name, it opened my eyes to a faculty that truly cared. I knew that every single one of those teachers wanted me to succeed, and they all had my best interest in mind always. And I always felt a level of comfort to go to talk to them after hours, to be able to get a little extra help.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
I would say what I appreciated most was the teachers. So, coming from my setting in my public elementary school, when I was bullied really badly, there was no response from the teachers. So, there was nothing that was done. We had parent meetings and everything, and it just wasn't handled or managed by the school in any capacity. Especially for a school that said there was a zero tolerance for bullying. So I felt sort of defeated and almost like there was a lack of trust in teachers because they didn't have my back at that particular time. Coming to Holy Name, it opened my eyes to a faculty that truly cared. I knew that every single one of those teachers wanted me to succeed, and they all had my best interest in mind always. And I always felt a level of comfort to go to talk to them after hours, to be able to get a little extra help. And so I believe that for me, the number one of Holy Name was definitely the teachers. Well, I would say that one of them would be the small setting. So the fact that there's a lot of one-on-one time achieved, the teachers know everyone's name, they're really involved in all of our studies, and they get to know you personally, get to know your family. I would say a big differentiator about Holy Name is definitely the community. The parents are quite heavily involved, and so there's the community around the school is what makes it so different. Because it's not just you attend and you're a number. You really are a person that's heard and a part of the heart of the school. I would say a role model who motivates, or a role model who believes in you. I don't know, that's actually really tough because I would say that the school for me at least made me believe that I could do anything. So the way I see the school as a person or a personality is really someone with their arms wide open, welcoming you in and saying you can do anything, shoot for the moon. And that really went with our school slogan, which we were the stars. So it was always shoot for the moon, you'll land among the stars. I don't know. That's really tough. Like I would say girl power because I was among a group of girls that were so intellectual and so capable and incredibly intelligent. So it was if anything it was motivating because everyone around you is working so tough and has these amazing goals. So you felt like you wanted to keep up and keep working hard. And so I would say yeah, girl power or I don't know, sisters. It was just you're with your sisters, you're with your best friends, you're there. Well, some of the core values, at least, or the values that Holy Name really set out for us was to be courageous and compassionate young women. And so the core values, I believe, were respect, compassion, transformation. I might be missing one, but what I would say is the courageous and compassionate definitely applies in everything that I do in my life. And that's definitely something that's rooted back to Holy Name. I think attending the school, there's a different energy in the building. As soon as you walk in the building, you feel incredibly welcomed and that you're transformed into believing that you can and you will. And so I'd say it's just a very motivating atmosphere and it's a connected community of people where you really feel happy to be there. And it's exciting going to school every day and you love the teachers, you have great girls around you. So I would say it's definitely the community would stand out to me. Attending my high school shaped me as a person today by really giving me the tools in terms of I found that our high school atmosphere, at least when I would talk to other friends that were in different schools, I felt it was very challenging, but in a good way. I feel like it pushed us. So by the time I got to university, I felt like it wasn't unachievable. I felt like I could definitely do it and that I was incredibly well prepared. I didn't struggle at university. I didn't have that sort of learning curve when I got to first year, which many students do have, where they're getting used to the workload and being by themselves, not having their parents there to help coach them. And I felt like Holy Name, at least the teachers, they put a lot of onus of responsibility on us. It wasn't so much about your parents helping you do it. It was that there was expectations. And so I would say that I didn't feel intimidated from an academic perspective. From an academic perspective, I felt incredibly prepared. So that was definitely, I credit that back to Holy Name. Had I not gone to Holy Name, I don't know if I would have been as prepared, as I saw other friends who didn't attend school with me that they definitely struggled based on the workload and all the courses and things like that. So I think the courses that were available at Holy Name also aligned with the things that we took at university. Oh, that's very tough because I really didn't dislike anything in particular. I would say that I liked everything. If anything, which it was kind of a pro and a con, but being the first graduating class, we didn't have that experience of having elders. So I didn't have anyone to look up to student wise. So we directly looked up to the teachers, but we were, I don't want to say the guinea pig, but sort of. We were the oldest in grade 9, then the oldest in grade 10, then the oldest in grade 11, then the oldest in grade 12. So the only thing I could say that I somewhat disliked about my experience was that we didn't have older girls to look up to, which is not a problem at Holy Name anymore because now all the grades are filled. But sort of being in that learning curve of being the first graduating class, there were, I would say, some challenges, but generally on the positive side of that, it was also really cool because we were the first graduating class and we were always the oldest in the school. So there was something unique and special about that as well. It's evolved in a positive way. I actually am on the board of directors for Holy Name now. So I'm on the school board, which is a really exciting accomplishment. And I'm really excited to be part of the future of the school as an alumni. I would say that if anything, it's just as I'm getting older, I think you look back and appreciate things differently. I think that when I was a student there, this was sort of my parents wanted me to go to this school and I loved it, but decisions were made for you when you're that age, of course. And now, as an adult, looking back in a different lens, at a different mature lens, I'm so incredibly appreciative that I had the opportunity because I know that I was incredibly fortunate. And so I feel proud and honored and appreciative. And I don't know where I would be if I had not. So I would say, as I look back on the school, I hope to send my daughters to Holy Name one day. That's not happening yet, but eventually one day I would love to send my girls there. And I'd love for them to have the same education and opportunity at Holy Name that I had. I really look forward to being involved in the community forever. I don't see myself being removed. And I always want to be in the know of what's going on at Holy Name. And I'm so incredibly proud of the school and how they have continued to grow and evolve. And I'm really glad to be a part of that story. Uh, my three reasons that I would recommend Holy Name would be the community, the education, and the level of preparedness that you will achieve by attending this school, and probably the teachers. I would say that the teachers were just phenomenal. I to this day feel like I could reach out to any of the teachers and they would respond. And it's such a permanent fixture in that those teachers were just not like any other teachers. Even going to university, like these teachers are special. There's something different in the water at Holy Name. So, in terms of community, I would say that there was a lot of expectation based on our Catholic faith, but also based on being community leaders and trying to strive towards becoming women in leadership. And the importance of community and being a part of your community and giving back was so important. And it really opened our eyes too. We were privileged in the sense that we were able to attend this really amazing private all girls school. And so to step out of that comfort zone and really see the world around us and appreciate the opportunities we have and how we can give back to our community was very important at Holy Name. I know that I'm probably not getting the numbers perfect, but I believe with the Ontario diploma, you have to have 40 volunteer hours. And I believe at Holy Name, it was 80. So they doubled the Ontario diploma expectations for volunteer work. So we had to do 80 as a minimum. And what this really forced us to do was step out of our comfort zone and give back to our community and understand the world around us in a different way. And so I'm really appreciative of that, because I would say to this day, I still really value community, at least in the business that I work in. We do a lot of philanthropy, a lot of community initiatives. And so this value has stayed with me. I would say that by sending your daughter to Holy Name, you're setting her up for success. She's going to be in a community that appreciates, respects, and loves her. And she's going to feel like she can do anything. Because all of the girls, now ladies, that I went to Holy Name with have done amazing things. We have a lot of the alumni in my particular year, they are all over the world. We have women in Europe, we have in the States. And so it's really amazing because we all have achieved plus, plus, plus. It's not just we did the bare minimum. It's like we continue to push on and strive for more. So I would say to parents thinking about sending their daughters to Holy Name that it's the right decision. And your daughter may be nervous right now. You may be unsure. It, of course, is a big decision because education's everything. And you want to make sure that you pave that path. But I know, and I can be a testament to, that Holy Name will transform your daughter in a positive way. And she'll be able to strive and achieve. And I'm so grateful that I went to Holy Name because it definitely changed and shaped me into who I am today. I would say be authentic, be original, enjoy the experience. It goes by really quickly. And you think grade 9, oh my gosh, I still have 4 years ahead of me, but you blink your eyes and the experience is done. I would say soak it in, get involved, step out of your comfort zone, and really just enjoy the ride. I guess I would say give it a chance. It's such a unique experience that it's hard to even put it all into words, but it's a beautiful experience. And I would say that the school has so much within those walls, and it's going to provide just a lifetime of memories, but also a lifetime of education. And I would say that you will not be disappointed sending your daughter to Holy Name. And I wish I could go back into grade 9 and do it all over again because I miss it. When life happens and you're now in your career and you're working full time, you look back and think, wow, that went by so fast. But all of the different things that we did at Holy Name, it was amazing. I mean, even just our world religions course, it opened our eyes. We actually went on school trips to every single spiritual prayer. I don't know the right word I'm coming up with, but we went to a synagogue, we went to a church, we went to a mosque, and we got to really open our eyes. And we had several trips. I would say something that stuck with me all these years later too is in grade 11, we went to Italy. And so that was unbelievable. First time going to Europe, and it was phenomenal. And so there's a lot of travel opportunities with the school too. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than it was just phenomenal. I wish I could go back.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.